Rhea Ripley reveals injury she has been living with for years. Rhea Ripley has revealed an injury that has been bugging her. The mommy spoke to Chris Van Vliet recently. During the interview, she talked about things such as how working with Judgment Day and Dominik Mysterio was a turning point for her main roster run, how she never envisioned herself to have this kind of success in wrestling, and more. Most wrestlers are dealing with at least some kind of physical issue at any given time. When asked if there is anything that is bothering her right now, Rhea Ripley revealed that she has been dealing with lower back pain. Normally my lower back, especially lately, I don't know what's been going on. I think it actually started from the match I had with Raquel in NXT, where she gave me the back body drop onto the announce table, but we undershot it and I hit the very edge of the table, like right on my lower back. Rhea Ripley almost missed WrestleMania 41. Rhea Ripley squared off against Raquel Rodriguez a number of times during their NXT tenure. Their last singles match under the banner came during the New Year's Evil special in 2021, where Raquel defeated the former champion in a last woman standing match. The former Judgment Day star revealed that she has a masseuse who has been helping her through her injury and has kept her going. After that, my lower back was never the same. But I mean, I do whatever I can to try and make it better. I have a masseuse Matthew come over and he works on it. He helps stretch me out, and puts my hips back in line pretty much, and just fixes all that. And thank God for him that he comes over to help. Because sometimes it gets really bad. I didn't think that I would be able to wrestle at WrestleMania 41. The 28-year-old noted that her back pain was really bad leading up to WrestleMania 41 and she had to bring her masseuse to Las Vegas for the show. He worked on her back on days leading up to the PPV, without which she wouldn't have been able to wrestle at the event. Rhea Ripley made a huge mistake on WWE RAW, veteran points out. Former WWE Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley is slated to compete at the upcoming Premium Live event after the events that unfolded on RAW. In the aftermath of the flagship show, veteran wrestling personality Jonathan Coachman highlighted a blunder caused by Mommy. The Eradicator confronted Judgment Day's Raquel Rodriguez on the June 23 episode of RAW. The segment ended with Rodriguez putting Rhea Ripley through a table following Roxanne Perez's interference. Later, Adam Pearce confirmed that a street fight between the two rivals will take place at Night of Champions in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. On BTT Studios' The Last Word podcast, Jonathan Coachman criticized the Nightmare for her apparent lack of selling after being put through a table by Raquel Rodriguez. He recalled how, in his wrestling days, failing to sell a move would have led to serious backstage repercussions. The former WWE commentator pointed out that despite a devastating table spot, Rhea Ripley appeared in Adam Pearce's office demanding a match, showing no signs of impact when I was wrestling and when I was in the ring, and if I wouldn't have sold a table spot by anybody. Can you imagine what would have happened to me backstage? So tonight, Rhea Ripley goes through a table. It's supposed to be devastating. 3 minutes later, she barges into Adam Pearce's office in the back, demanding a match. And Tommy, she wasn't selling, there was no nothing. She's like, I want a match. Oh, let's make it a street fight. Even better. So it's official. Couldn't said it better myself. And she literally runs out of the room. When did selling stop being a thing? From 2048 to 2122, major WWE star wants to face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. Stephanie Vaquer recently made a massive claim. In an interview with WWE Espanol on Instagram, the Dark Angel opened up about her dream WrestleMania opponent. The former NXT Women's Champion said, I can think of many. Host, okay, tell me one. The first one that comes to mind. Rhea, WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, I think that would be an excellent place, and what better opponent? Fans will have to wait and see if Rhea Ripley emerges victorious over the Judgment Day member in a brutal street fight this Saturday, June 28. Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Rhea Ripley teams up with a former champion? 5 unexpected tag teams that could be formed in WWE. WWE's unpredictability keeps fans guessing what will happen next with their favorite superstars' storylines. One of the angles the company likes to explore is an unexpected alliance between superstars, as it is one of the surefire ways to shake things up with the weekly narratives. While there are sometimes seeds laid for team-ups between top talents, others take fans by surprise with unlikely partnerships. Check out these superstars that could emerge as tag partners and pique the interest of the WWE universe. Number 5. Blake Monroe and Tiffany Stratton. Both Blake Monroe, FKA Mariah May in AEW, and reigning WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton could form an interesting alliance if their in-ring personalities are anything to go by. Monroe and Stratton share a flair for theatrics and glamour, making them a natural fit as a tag team. But do not let their looks fool you, as these pretty faces have shown how impressive they are inside the squared circle. Monroe may still be in NXT, but considering her work back in AEW, she will likely get a main roster call-up in no time. Number 4. Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn would be an unlikely alliance in WWE. Karrion Kross could finally be getting that long-awaited push, as he is bound to lock horns with Sami Zayn at this year's Night of Champions. They may be at odds with each other as of late, but with Zayn's chances of becoming a WWE champion dwindling due to tough competition, he might come to his senses and realize that everything Kross said to him was right all along. WWE could create an angle where Kross guides Zayn into embracing the dark side like him, and this could draw fans as they witness the former Intercontinental Champion's transition to being a heel. Kross has a ruthless playstyle, and Zayn is still a fan favorite. If they team up, both the singles and tag team divisions in WWE will be put on notice. Number 3. A Raquel Rodriguez-Roxanne Perez partnership is already unfolding. This week's edition of Raw saw Roxanne Perez giving Judgment Day member Raquel Rodriguez a helping hand during her in-ring altercation with Rhea Ripley. This pretty much confirms that they are bound to form a partnership and possibly replace Liv Morgan as the other half of the women's tag team champions. With Morgan sidelined due to an injury, Perez's prodigy status to be paired with the towering Rodriguez will certainly make them a formidable duo. However, it is expected that it will have complications by the time Morgan returns, adding depth to the Judgment Day storyline. Such a partnership could elevate both superstars on the main roster and, at the same time, make the tag titles relevant. Number 2. Rhea Ripley and Stephanie Vaquer. As for Rhea Ripley, who got outnumbered during the aforementioned scuffle, she could find an ally in the former NXT and North American champion, Stephanie Vaquer. If their meetup during the latter's interview was anything to go by, it may well seem that WWE could be hinting at a potential team-up. The former Women's World Champion's aggressive style would be an interesting fusion with Vaquer's hybrid move set of Lucha Strong, Lucha Libre and Strong Style. Mommy could really use some help, especially now that she's feuding with Judgment Day members Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. We have already seen Roman Reigns and CM Punk work together in a match during last year's Survivor Series, War Games. With the betrayal that happened to them at WrestleMania 41 at the hands of Paul Heyman when he favored Seth Rollins, there is the possibility that these two superstars could be forming the most epic alliance yet. Rollins assembling a faction consisting of Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and his former Wiseman, possibly dubbed as the Stable's Oracle, would be more than enough reason for Reigns and Punk to set aside their differences and team up. Provided their partnership comes to fruition, their alliance could set up clashes that are expected to be a huge draw. WWE star to officially join the Judgment Day at Night of Champions? 3 possible finishes for Rhea Ripley vs Raquel Rodriguez. WWE Night of Champions 2025 was supposed to be a big night for the Judgment Day. However, all that came crashing down following the company's decision to remove the Intercontinental title match. However, WWE gave the Judgment Day another chance by booking Raquel Rodriguez a match against Rhea Ripley. This is a street fight match, and there could be some long-term impact on the heel stable following the events in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Here are the 3 possible finishes for the match at Night of Champions. Rhea Ripley dominates at Night of Champions. The one finish fans are expecting most is that Ripley wins the match clean. This is due to her dominant booking in the women's division. She is over with the fans, and everyone loves Mommy on top. This would be the perfect way to have Rhea go against someone who matches her stature. Two bold women violently smashing each other with anything and everything they can get their hands on is sure to look great on TV. Both women look and act dominantly, and a street fight is the perfect playground for some big spots. This match could put the two over with the fans. The two have had a long feud, and some do want to see the end of it. An all-out brawl between the two that would involve all sorts of weapons is the perfect ending. To make things interesting, Roxanne Perez could try to help Rodriguez, only to get destroyed in the bargain. Fans would go crazy to see Mommy win the match at the Night of Champions, which would affect the Judgment Day. Fans could see tension arise between Rodriguez and Perez, with the former claiming she would have won had Perez not interfered. However, the latest episode of Raw teased what could really happen at the PLE.